Welcome back to this channel. Be sure to click the subscribe button and also click the bell icon so that you'll be notified about videos uploaded from this channel. The topics that we'll be discussing today is bloody gang war leaves 4 dead, 2 more men charged for Tamara Geddes. But before me get down in the topics in details, I want to go over Instagram for all who know do it yet and go follow Chop City TV. That is CHOPCITY_TV. You see right this at the place where I put the videos them and the pictures them I can't put on YouTube. And you don't know, so sometimes I put a little 1 and 2 funny video in between for have a laugh and a little discussion in the comment section. And for the persons that we wonder how them get in contact with me about them business inquiries, at Instagram at the place. Any big ups, anything at all, wanna see what I want to talk about, just anything at all wanna have to get in direct contact with me at Instagram at the place. So just go on over there, go follow up the movement, not miss out on nothing. Make we get right down in the video in details now. The recent flare-up of gun violence in the West Kingston has claimed lives and injured many who have been caught up in the bloody letting, a senior police source at the Jamaica Constabulary Force said. The police confirmed that it stick up in violence stems from gang-related dispute started up by a gang known as Tivoli Young Generation YG in the area. All of the incidents that have been taking place lately are gang related, but not all of them are related to each other, said the policeman. It is said that the Screen Corner gang no longer wants to be a part of the border system. They want to be left alone by Tivoli Young Generation. But of course, Tivoli YG wants to dominate in the entire West Kingston space. Last week, there have been at least 4 murders and shootings. That was confirmed. Last Saturday, 19-year-old Andre Miller, son of reputed West Kingston gangster Omar Andy Fowl Miller, who was killed in 2019, was among 4 persons who were shot and killed in the West Kingston area. The police source informed that the lawmen have identified 2 persons who have been linked to the weekend's shooting. A joint police military operation in the area was launched to find 2 brothers, the William brothers, in relation to the shooting last Saturday, the source said. Every presence in the area and several targeted operations led to the arrest of 1, but the other is still being sought by the police. Even though the state of public emergency in West Kingston, which was introduced to the crime and violence, expired in August, the police have promised that they would have been maintaining a presence in the area to keep gangsters in check. So people in the earphone itself, all of the violence have been take place in the Kingston area, West Kingston area, is related to some gang business. All of them they must have that to connect same time, but it do leads to some violence by gang. It leads to some gang related activities in which, as you realize, say one of the gang I try to pull away from one and the other resist because they want to control the whole of West Kingston area or Kingston area, whichever one. So of course they're gonna put up a fight for keep the place or go under for them type of order. So you know, say from a longer time, gang, listen, with you joining a gang, I don't think it not go ever come to a point where you can just leave like that. Not go so. So them say once you join badness, you can't come out unless you're ready for go under the ground. So more than likely it still work out in the same way. Or you have to join something and then you want to leave. You cannot link to something and then you want to break the link. When you break the link, it not mash up. So as according to the police, them have a understanding say most of the things that will be happen in Kingston, West Kingston to be exact, it linked to some gang activities. So them state of emergency in West Kingston expired in August, as I just stated earlier, but them plan for keep a check in the area so them can keep the gangsters them in check, which means them a try to keep things around smooth under control same way. No back and forth na day. Them a try for limited the amount of shooting we go on, the amount of dash we go on, all of them look something them a try limited. So basically them still a go under state of emergency, but it now go be at a extend like when it on where them dead right round the clock and something like that. Them a go dead but not right round the clock. You understand? So at that them really basically a draw across the board. Them a say them a try keep things in check, as in keeping the environment check same way, so them can the people them in the community can have a little bit of peace of mind same way, even though things are going on same way with them not catch up on, if you don't get what me I say. So them just a try go out of the way, not really go out of the way because of them job them a do, but really and truly, them not place this, but them just try a thing to keep the people them safe. But anyways, I have a lot to say about that for the persons who live in West Kingston. When you can state what go on in the comment section and make all a reason. For me, I don't know much about it, so I cannot talk about it. I cannot dwell on the topic. So we are going to move on to the next topic. 2 more men have been arrested and charged in connection with the murder of 36-year-old Tamara Geddes of a rescue district, Falmouth, Trelawney. Tamara was shot dead in her home by a gunman on Friday, June 19. Following months of extensive investigation across Trelawney, St. James, Westmoreland, and Kingston, detectives have now arrested and laid charges against men believed to be responsible for carrying out the killing. Charged with murder and conspiracy to murder are 24-year-old Brian Shelley and 23-year-old Renox Knott, both of Northwood, St. James. Both men have been jointly charged with. Other 4 persons that were previously charged are in custody. They are 39-year-old farmer Nadine Geddes, 21-year-old Shanice Rudlock, Howen Hyvrin, and Javine. All are in Receive District, Trelawney. Reports from the Falmouth police are that on June 19, at about 8:30 p.m., Geddes was in her room with her daughter when gunmen entered the house, demanding money, and then shot her several times. The police were alerted and she was taken to the hospital where she was pronounced dead. Her daughter escaped unhurt. As for the persons them who don't know, or the persons them who don't remember, but me refresh on the memory a bit. This is a young lady that was, allegedly killed by her sister in her home because them a fight over some dead left house. That's how the people them always have it for say in the comment section of everywhere the story posts.